Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the What Was That podcast. I'm Jazzy.
And I'm Addi.
For those of you who are new to the podcast, you may not know how Addi and I met.
Fate brought us together in the form of coworkers. Our desks are literally feet apart.
And while it's been a blessing for us, not everyone is as lucky.
Could you imagine having a coworker you hate?
Oh, I can imagine. I'm looking at you, James. You know who you are. Luckily, none of them have been as bad as these tales of coworker woes. Pew, pew, pew. Thunder, lightning, staplers.
Yeah, I've had a lot of bad coworkers in my life.
Yeah,
a
I've
lot.
had some interesting ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a few that were like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a story or two, but I guess I can relay them as we go if they relate in this context.
If they don't, you should tell me later.
Okay.
Because I want to know.
Yeah.
Story 1. Coworker trying to get everyone fired at my job. No, I'm not lying. Literal coworker from hell. About a few months ago, I've had this coworker who seemed really great. Everything was going smoothly, simple, nothing out of the ordinary, introducing myself as I am the team lead. Until fast forward 5 to 6 months later, that all completely changed. My coworker has decided to try to get rid of everyone at my job. No, I'm not being dramatic. He's tried to make multiple reports about me, my other coworkers, but obviously it never did anything. He follows me and my coworkers around, being a nuisance, trying to see if he can report anything. Obviously, we just move on, ignore him, and do our job. He keeps telling my manager and my supervisor that he has so many things that he can get me and my staff members in trouble for, which just simply isn't true. The only thing they could possibly write me up for is being on my phone. Now, there was a time my manager and supervisor got sick of him not doing anything. There was a time my manager and supervisor got sick of him not doing anything and ignoring what they were telling him to do, and they wrote him up for it. Only for him to report them to HR for the very reasonable write-up. After getting reported to HR, people started getting more annoyed by him. Obviously still trying to do their job, just not speaking to him, basically. He's still spreading lies about everyone and what they do, saying X did this and Y did that, to try to get them written up. Mind you, this guy has 2 write-ups at this point. Now here comes the best part. About 3 weeks ago, I caught him filming a TikTok live of me and my other coworker. Which, yes, I know it's legal to be filmed without consent, but my company doesn't play around with that, and it's against the company's policy for filming. So I told my AGM, Assistant General Manager, and made a report about the situation, stating I was uncomfortable and didn't feel safe around him. Almost a month passed, and she tells me today that she had to sit down with him and talk to him about the whole TikTok live situation. She sent a report to HR, and from what it sounds like, he's hopefully going to get terminated. I also had to tell her that he was stealing and wasn't paying for things, in which I wrote on my phone timestamp, date, and everything. I was documenting everything he was doing and showed her. My manager, obviously believing me, scolded him, and then, oh, this is the crazy part, again, not being dramatic, this coworker was trying to say how my manager was touching him and hurting him.
God.
Which wasn't true. He was still lying about other people and still trying to get other people in trouble. And now he made a report against my manager as well. District manager is coming up next week, so I guess I'll have to wait and see what happens to him. Any updates I'll post for the next story.
Oh my God. What is his goal? Like, he's like, I'm going to run this company from the top down.
This company is my company.
It's a one-man show now.
Could you imagine, like, being HR and being like, so here's why you're in here, here's why you're getting in trouble, and he goes, ow!
You're
hitting me, ow!
Stop, you're touching me, you're diddling me under the table. They're like, this is a glass table, sir.
Sir, put your penis away.
What are you doing? Sir?
Yeah, me. Stop touching it.
Why are you
Don't
jacking
like
me
that.
off, sir? You're jacking yourself off right now. He's like, and then his whole goal, he's like, okay, I'm gonna get HR fired, and then I'll be HR. So he's like writing himself up. He's like, I'm gonna have to write you up for flinging your dick about. And he's like, okay.
He's like, I'm gonna tell on you. He's like, okay.
Oh no. That's crazy.
He's a crazy person.
Genuinely, like, what is the goal?
What's the point?
What's the ultimate goal here? Where are we going? And genuinely, if everyone gets fired and you're the last person left, does that just mean like you get the company? It's yours now.
The company is his. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Like
he
CEOs
inherits
be
the company.
damned. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gone.
They don't close it. He just inherits it.
Yeah, he takes over everything. He's like Batman. Except he
company
doesn't do it now.
is my company.
He doesn't
Only
do
I
any
can
of the like
protect it.
the vigilante saving. Like he's just Wayne Enterprises. It's just his.
Mm-mm.
But he's not a Wayne. He's
just like Chet.
he's just Chet from down the block.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He started in accounting and now he runs the whole thing.
Yeah, he actually was a janitor. No business experience whatsoever. Never went to college. Never went to. He didn't even graduate in high school.
Yeah, everyone just got fired. We don't know why.
Yeah, we don't know what happened, but now Chet owns the whole company. That whole skyscraper, that's his. That's Chet's skyscraper. He actually renamed it. It's the Chet Tower.
Chet Towers.
It's across the street from the Trump Tower, and they face off all the time.
Yeah, did you hear about Chet Towers? Everyone got fired. Turns out there's a bunch of pervs working there.
Just one.
They could not stop diddling that one guy.
All of them. It was just a massive orgy.
Everyone, all the time. I don't
And
know how he's
everyone got fired besides him, even though he was the one that had suggested the orgy.
I can't ask this question. I'll ask it to you later.
Oh no.
I can just cut it out.
Yeah.
Which of our coworkers do you think is the most likely to pitch an orgy? Yeah.
Again today and asked if he could watch. I was like, bro.
Insane.
He was like, what did he say? He said something and he said, you're useless. Because he asked me who was going to be in the office today. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, you're useless. And I was like, I should. Then he goes, well, can I watch? And I was
such
like,
a brat.
he said, do it. And then he said, well, can I watch? And I said, DC, this is the second time that you've told me that I. And I was like, that's crazy for a coworker to do. And he was like, well. And I was like, sure, I'll make it a whole art exhibit. I was like, you can take the painting home.
It's just a cutout of the drywall.
Yep.
There's an update. As of today, me and another security guard caught him smoking on the property. So security guard told the district manager and mall security, and now he's fired.
Oh, so they work in a mall.
The plot thickens.
Yes. This makes a lot more sense. I'm imagining that they work at a Hot Topic.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not or Spencer's.
Fired.
Spencer Gifts.
Spencer Gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only is he fired, but he's also banned from the mall.
This guy definitely works at a Spencer's.
Definitely works at Spencer's.
Yeah.
I was imagining cubicles.
I was too at first.
So
yeah. I was imagining.
It does now make sense how he's going to take over the Spencer's.
Yeah. He could easily take over the Spencer's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is achievable, actually.
Yeah. We were ragging on him for a minute, but this guy had goals. He had high goals for himself. And you know what? I can commend that. Mm-hmm. He's an entrepreneur.
Right. He has a 5-year plan.
He's a savant, like
get a job, get everyone fired,
take over the world, take over the company, take over the world.
Exactly.
Take over the world by Spencer Gifts. Everyone has little bullet vibrators that all have little prints on them.
Dildos.
Everyone has cheap incense. Mm-hmm. Everyone has that fucking Joker necklace that says pudding on it. This is the world that we want to live in, guys. This is the Chet world, yeah. And I'm here for it. You know what? I could use a little pudding.
I don't like that.
A little
Use a little pudding.
A little Playboy bunny jacket would be nice,
I did get my Hooters costume from there when I went to.
I'm sure you did. Yeah. They have everything there. It's Spencer's Gifts,
Anything you could want.
Anything you could want.
Anything you wouldn't want.
Yeah, you want a butt plug? Spencer's Gifts.
You don't want a butt plug?
Spencer's Gifts. You want a belly button ring that says "Suck my dick"? Spencer's Gifts. I love that store, man. It's actually my favorite.
It's so fun to walk in.
It's so
completely unhinged.
Yeah.
I want to be on the team that's making the stuff.
Every time I walk in there, I feel like so out of place, but so at home at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I look around and I'm like, these are my people, and I'm scared of you.
I'm actually horrified, but into it.
Yeah, I could be. Pull a Brittany Broski on him. Yeah. Anyway, well, I'm glad this person
I'm glad they got fired.
Because that's
banned from the
crazy. That would honestly, like, if we're being completely serious, all jokes, all silly willy-nilly aside, it would drive me absolutely fucking crazy if I had a coworker who was trying to get everyone fired all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, hey, can you chill? Like,
monitor ass coworker.
Yeah, I'm like, we're all here to do the same thing. Right. We're all here to pay our bills, all here to buy groceries. We just want to clock in, sell some dildos, and leave. Is that too much to ask?
Like, just let us do our job. Everything gets done. What's the deal?
Yeah. I can't stand a snitch. No.
Hate a snitch.
Also, it's even worse because he's snitching on things that doesn't even happen.
Right. He's just lying.
Yeah, he's just lying, just a lie.
Right.
We hate a liar.
Hate a liar.
Hate a liar. Mm-hmm. Kill him. Death. All of them. Death to all of them. Oh, who? I was a manager for a long time, a general manager, and so I had a lot of people that worked under me. Like I had like a staff of like between 35 and 50 people, like rotating every year because it was like theme park, so it was all like, you know, teenagers or like young adults or like adults who were trying to like get on their feet and find a job. So it was like, you know, there's some troubled people in there. There are quite a few troubled souls, as you would describe them. Yeah. And I mean, as you do, like, if you're a general manager and you're working at a company where you like, you know, require people to like show up on time or like show up at all or like, you know, or like maybe come to work like not drunk or like just normal things, you know, I'd have to like get on to them, you know, and it's me. He, you know, like was just like a like cute little SpongeBob character. Like I'm like, hey guys, like it's your 8th time no call no showing. Like we're gonna have to let you go because we don't even know if you work here anymore. You know, like
I'm assuming you just don't work here.
Yeah, it's been like 4 days in a row that you haven't shown up, and that's on top of the 4 that you already didn't before. So I'm gonna have to let you go. And it didn't happen. I was about to say the amount of times, but it didn't happen that much, thankfully, because like I hated being the like bad person. It was like makes my skin crawl. And also, again, tiny little woman. Like I'm 5'2", I weighed 110 pounds. Like I was like, I'm small, and some of these people that I'm like having to let go are like, you know, like 6'3" big guys. Like or girls. Like, you know, like I'm like, hey, you could kill me. So I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. So I would try to have my co-manager help me with it at times. But there are times that I had to do it myself. And they would go to the owner of the company and be like, I was fired unjustly. My boss would be like, so what happened? And they would ask both of us, and we would both have the same story. And my boss would be like, yeah, so I'm gonna stand by her decision to let you go. Actually, I really wish you hadn't wasted my time. Actually, because my boss was a dick. So he would be like, I wish you wouldn't have wasted my time coming here and trying to tattle on her for doing her job. And I'm like, thank you.
It's like, I haven't showed up for 2 months.
Why am I getting fired? There was this grown ass woman here at the park here. And grown-ass woman in her 40s, 2 kids, and their whole family, their whole fucking trio worked there. The mom, the daughter, and the daughter's boyfriend all worked with us. They almost never came in, if they came in. And if they did, they were like 30 minutes to an hour late every single time.
Sick.
Every single time. And, like, I say every single time. There were a couple times I didn't. Sorry. I hyperbolized. I'll correct myself. There were a couple of times that they didn't. That they showed up on time. So every single time, you know, I'm texting them, hey, you coming in? Either silence or like, no, I'm sick. I'm like, no, you're sick again? It's crazy. Okay, well, whatever, I guess, you know, like, I'll just fucking bite the bullet and deal with it. Like, it sucks, but I mean, as I think, like, managers, especially in food and beverage, like, if somebody's sick, actually sick, or somebody, like, calls out, like, that's your job to cover it.
Right.
Whatever. But, like, I'm not calling other people to come in because somebody else fucked up. But, like, they would do it all the time. And it got to a point where it was, like, we were, like, running, like, super understaffed. And the rest of the team is, like, struggling because we have 3 people on the schedule out of, like, 13 that are missing. And this is for, like, the entire day. Like, there's breaks, shifts, like, people, like, swap. Like, there's people that are underage that can only be there for 6 hours. Like, there's all these little variables. So we rely on these 3 adult people to actually show up. Because the girl was, like, 20, and her boyfriend was, like, 20. And then the mom's in her late 40s. So eventually, we let them all go, all of them. And they all freak the fuck out. Like, they're screaming in the store and stuff like that. And, like, the security has to, like, come in and escort them out. And the next year, like, the following season, when we start hiring people again, like, we're going through all the people who had worked for us previously. And we're like, this person can be rehired. This person can't. This person can. This person can't. And this woman, grown woman, texts me and was like, I can't believe that you would taint my name to the company owner and say that I can't be rehired. Like, I did such a good job. I showed up. Like, I did my job. Like, I need this work. And, like, you put me as unhirable, like, not rehirable. And I, like,
delusional.
Yeah, and I didn't work there anymore.
Right.
So,
let me tell you.
I, like, looked at that text and I was like, put my phone back down. Right. I was like, girl, grow up. Grow up. If you want a job and you need to keep that job, you show up for that job.
Right.
Sorry. I hate it too. I hate showing up to work every day too, but goddamn, I gotta feed my family. Right. You know, I gotta put food on the table. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta pay electric bills. I gotta, keep the water and the lights on.
Yeah.
Do you not have to do that? Because that's crazy.
She's delusional.
Yeah,
I
insane.
showed up, would not show up.
Yeah. No.
That's insane.
It was so crazy. Yeah.
I had the opposite problem when I was a manager. I was a manager in the production side of news. And the job objectively sucks. And you get yelled at and your hours suck. Mm-hmm. And there's a steep learning curve. So there's a lot of people who, like, on every interview, I gave them, like, a walkthrough. I'm like, here's what you're going to be doing. Like, these are what your hours, like, very clear. Like, this is hard. You need to take notes.
Yeah.
You're going to get yelled at and you're probably going to cry.
Yeah.
And they're like, that sounds great. And I was like, hi. And they would, like, do half a shift and leave for lunch and never come back.
Yeah.
Just never come back.
That's fair.
So the people that I wanted to fire, they're like, you can't fire them. So who are we going to replace them with?
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah. I mean, it was rough like that. Like, we couldn't really fire a whole lot of people unless they pushed it to the extent where they're, like, not showing up for 8 days in a row because, like, we're like, well, it's going to be a hassle to rehire people, so we need to keep them and keep them happy.
Yeah, there was a guy who, like, did not get his time off approved because he didn't fucking ask for time off.
Yeah.
And then just left. And I was like, we don't have anyone to cover you. You actually do have to be here.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm already gone. And I was like,
yeah.
You should be in trouble for this. And they were like, should he? And I was like, don't make me manager if I have no power.
Yeah.
He did end up losing his shit one day. There was something, one of the weather guys was talking about Spider-Man, and he lost his shit one day and started, like, yelling and screaming and throwing things everywhere. I think he got let go after that. Pretty sure.
Okay. I would hope so. Mm-hmm. Story 2. Coworker's tantrum. Hey! So I work retail at a gas station, third shift. When I started, my schedule was split between me working with 2 different guys, the only other people on third shift. 3 days with M and 1 day on with A. Without going into too much detail, in my second week working with A, he pulled a stunt that was completely out of line and I believe illegal, if not just completely against store rules. Our boss was notified the morning of, and she changed my schedule to exclusively working with M, whom I got along with very well, effective immediately. It's been a couple months since then, and A still seems butthurt over it, giving me dirty looks whenever I come in to relieve him on second shift. But it hasn't really been a problem. Until last night. It was about half an hour into my shift. Em and I were both standing at the counter on our separate registers, and I started walking away to go clean some of our machines about the time that A walked in to pay for some gas, I assume. A comes up to my register as I'm walking away, slams his wallet down onto the counter, and starts yelling at me. Something along the lines of, "You don't fucking walk away from the counter when there's a customer. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're way out of line. You don't fucking do that." Mind you, M was not helping anyone at the time. He was available to help A right then, and that's why I was okay to go do other things in the store instead of helping someone at the counter. A continued to yell at me even as I walked across the store, ignoring him for a solid minute. We later had all 3 customers that were shopping when this happened ask what was going on, and a regular even asked if I was okay, because I had just had what seemed like a random man yell and cuss at me for no reason. So, there's my rant. I'm still very mad over this. Thankfully, because I was so torn over whether to report this to my boss or not, M told her for me, because he was almost as mad as I was about the whole thing. The people you meet in retail.
What a crazy person.
Yeah, what a psycho. I hope that they were like let go after that.
I feel like I would have to let them go. It's like if I was the boss, I'd be like, "You forced my hand. I have to let you go."
You literally were like screaming at a coworker in the store. Like you can't do that.
Can't do that.
Yeah, the amount of times I've had a lot of like employees come in screaming, not at me specifically, but just screaming for whatever reason, like whether they were on drugs or like whether they were like, there was this one guy, he worked for me for like 2 days, and he went to go get a cash bag to be on a register. And when he came, like, he brought it back at the end of the day, it was short. And they're like very like specific when they count your cash bag after you return it at the end of the night. And so they call me, and like I go down there, and they're like, hey, like his bag is short by like $200, like $200 on the dot. Like there is no way that he should be short like this. And he starts like freaking out at them. He's like, "You're calling me a liar, like fuck you guys, like blah blah blah." And so security comes in, obviously, and they were like, "He needs to leave, like he needs to be let go, like you guys can't have him as an employee anymore." And so I was like, okay. So I call the other manager over, because tall guy, and I was like, "Hey, escort him back to the stand so he can grab his things and he can leave." So I go back by myself, because I was like, "I'm not dealing with that. That guy is so angry, and he could deck me in the face and I would fucking, like." Yeah. So I go back to the stand. I'm doing my thing. I'm cooking up orders. I'm checking people out. And he comes back in with the other manager, and he's screaming at the top of his lungs, and he starts threatening to fight the other manager, who is my ex. Yeah. And he's like, "I'm gonna beat your fucking ass right now, right here." And like the other manager is like, "You do that, you're gonna go to jail. Right. Like if you want to, go for it, but you're gonna go to jail." Yeah. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna do it. And like the security guards are still right there. And so he starts picking up like cups off the counter and flinging them across. There are children and people inside of this building. Yeah. He's throwing ketchup packets. He's throwing cups. He's throwing anything within arm's reach. So then the security guards come up and like they start like grabbing him. He's like, "Get the fuck off me!" And like screaming. Oh my and like God. Everyone, it's silent. Yeah. Like there's like music playing. Like that's it. So it's like, "Baby, you're fine." And like everyone's like, oh my God. And like you hear him screaming the entire way, like down. Like he's like escorted off the property. Like it was insane. And then we had to clean up everything afterwards, which
amazing.
Was super fun. So cool. Yeah. Well, we have an update. Update, it got worse. It got much worse. If anyone caught my original post, you know that my coworker A is a nightmare, and he just got worse. For those who didn't catch the first post, basically A is not allowed to work directly with me at all because of his past actions. I only relieve him from his shift and vice versa. And M is a coworker I've become good friends with that I work every shift with. A friend of M went into our store tonight with her boyfriend to get gas. Her and her boyfriend both know me to an extent, and they like me, as they come into my work a lot and stop and talk for a few minutes. A was the only one working when they went in tonight, and as they were trying to leave, he stopped them and started telling them about how I'm about to get fired. I've never even been written up at this job, much less had my job threatened or even given the slightest hint that I may be fired. This is when things get descripted, so NSFW warning. A told them that apparently a customer had come into the bathroom at our store and caught me masturbating with no pants on and the stall door wide open. I won't go into any more detail on what he described, but to start things off, this obviously didn't happen. Not to mention, I'm a curvier person, and the position he described, I physically cannot get into. The size of my thighs won't allow it. And another fact was that the stalls in our women's bathroom, the doors don't stay open. They automatically will swing nearly closed and stay that way unless specifically held open. I feel violated. I feel embarrassed that he's telling this to random customers. And M has told me he thinks this is happening because I'm the first person who's actually reported A for his actions instead of quitting to get away from him. I'm a hard-headed person and I refuse to be driven out of a job I enjoy because a psychopathic pervert wants me to keep my mouth shut about his inappropriate behavior. Period. You should not cave into that at all. That's crazy.
Yeah, you see that one over there? They jack off in the bathroom.
Yeah. What? She's just sitting in the stall flicking her bean. Like, holy. First of all, who does? Nobody does that.
Nobody does that.
That's crazy. Like, you gotta get buck ass naked. What the hell?
Stall door open, legs spread
open, eagle up on the side of the stall, finger in cooter. Like, you know?
I like how they're like, first of all, I didn't do that. Second of all, the way they described that, I physically cannot do that.
I couldn't do that.
Could not do that.
Thick thighs can't fit.
Yeah.
And I love that, like, they have scientific evidence to, like, back up why they couldn't do that.
Right.
But I would feel a super strong type of way having a coworker, like, even imagining me like that.
Right.
Like, if you're telling somebody, you're imagining it.
Right.
You're
You
putting
thought this out.
Yeah, and you're putting that image into somebody else's head too now. So I would feel extremely violated that my coworker was thinking about me in that way. And I was swift to HR, like, hey, sexual harassment.
Yep.
That's sexual harassment.
Yeah, because, like, you encounter so many customers, like, who did this person tell? Like, when they come up to my counter, are they going to be like, yes,
the bean flicker. Notorious bee. Hey, make sure she hand sanitizes her hands before she gets to that cash.
No cash back, please.
She, like, gives a cash back and she's like, there you go.
Like, that's worse if you had a creepy customer who was like, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, they're like,
oh, but a sniff.
I think I deserve a sniffism award. And that's what A is giving. That's what A is giving. Yeah.
Ooh, that his little body creeps me out.
Yeah, that's how I'm imagining this guy too. Like, little tick-sized guy.
Tick-sized fedora-shaped head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the Meat Canyon video, the Discord mod video. I'm talking about Meat Canyon, Papa Meat again on another episode. Here we go. Papa, please notice us. Papa, we love you.
Can you hear me? What is that?
I don't know.
Faja, can you hear me? Oh, what is that? That is from Gold member Austin Powers.
This tune you were singing it to sounded like the "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?"
Yeah. I'll find this later.
Yeah,
this does not matter for anything that we're doing.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to know. I'm like, did they get fired? I'm looking right now because I want to know if they got fired.
From my now ex-boss, what I know is that he works best alone, tends to think he's the boss, and can go a little overboard. I learned after his last incident, he apparently used to have a habit of yelling at customers. It doesn't sound like he's gotten fired. He's sexually harassed 2 former employees, and they quit because of it.
All right, well, I'm giving up of...
I am going down a different rabbit hole. Women who have no cervix, does sex feel different? I guess someone could not have a cervix. Wow, I never thought about that.
Would it feel different? I don't think it would feel different, right?
Glitter Cock Waffles asked, I really love that painful, aching feeling of him hitting my cervix.
Oh my God, Queen! Holy
want a full
shit!
hysterectomy at some point.
Oh my God.
Do they take out your cervix with... I don't know what they actually take out with the hysterectomy.
I don't either. I'm so uneducated.
You know what?
Okay,
this is a good question. Anyway,
that's
so crazy.
That's crazy.
You should get a different job.
Story 3.
Story 3. Coworker from hell tried to get me to give him a ride, so I blew him out of...
So I blew him. So I blew him.
So I just gave him a little blowjob. You want a ride? Okay.
I'll give you the ride of your life, pal.
Coworker from hell tried to get me to give him a ride, so I blew out of the parking lot without him. Okay, maybe we don't say blowout. It's like you either shot everywhere, or you gave someone a blowjob. Just that you left, dude. I had a coworker who was one of the worst human beings I've ever met. He was very misogynistic, calling all the women that worked there girl, demanding that they do things for him.
Well, all he did was fuck everyone.
Well, he was just like, oh no, don't touch my dick.
Or dude. Woo! It's not gonna suck itself.
Oh my God. I saw a thing that was like a guy wore that shirt to meet some parents.
Oh, it's not gonna suck itself? Yeah. That's crazy.
Demanding they do things for him while he did fuck all. Constantly flirting with them regardless if they were single or showed any interest, and would scream profanities in their face if they didn't fall in line. Management dragged their feet doing anything despite the constant issues and the fact that they were aware the quality of his work was terrible. I'm not a woman, but many of my friends are women, so when I see him yell, hey girl, go get me this... Oh, he didn't say it like that. Like, hey girl. Hey girl. Hey queen. Yeah. Hey girl, go get me this now. Then pitch a fit like a toddler when they refused. It really pissed me off. I told people at work to let me know if he hit on them and wouldn't leave them alone because I can't stand that shit. I heard that he had no transportation and was pressuring pressuring people to take him home. One night, he told me he needed a ride home. It was midnight. Me, him, and the manager were the only people left at the end of the night. I told him I couldn't. He wouldn't listen. He followed me to my car anyway. I got in, locked the doors, and he started banging on my window like a psychopath, telling me I better fucking take him home. Keep in mind it was pitch black out in an empty parking lot with no security at midnight. He could have attacked me or jumped in and stolen my car. My odds of stopping him would have been slim. I put the car in reverse and backed out and blew out of that lot. The manager left ahead of me, so he was left in that lot all alone. There was zero public transport and probably no Uber or Lyft either. The town I drive to work for is completely car dependent, and so anti-public transport sidewalks don't even exist. Wow. I didn't feel bad about it either. Your transportation is your problem. He's not a minor. He's 27 years old. He's a big boy. He can figure out his business. You can believe he didn't ask me for a ride again or fuck with me. The aftermath? This happened months ago. Want to know how it ends? Turns out he was indeed a crazy person. A viral video of him came out showing him getting out of a car. A coworker felt bad and gave him a ride. In a fit of road rage and getting into a fist fight with another driver in the middle of a busy highway with hundreds of cars swerving trying not to hit him. He was clearly identifiable, and people in the comments were using his legal name.
Oh my God.
Apparently that still wasn't enough to fire him. He rather anticlimactically finally ran his mouth at a female general manager, and she told him to get the fuck out of my business and fired him on the spot. Believe me, that night I had shots in celebration. Could you imagine seeing your coworker on World Star?
Could you imagine being the coworker that gave them the ride home? What do you do? Like, you're like sitting in your car and you're like, no, Greg, don't get out. Stay in the car. And he's like, no, I gotta go teach this guy a lesson. I'm like,
Can I drive away?
that's what I would do.
I would be like, do I drive?
Yeah, do I? Because like, well, then I'm like, am I an accomplice? Like,
Right.
because I'm like, I am the driver.
Am I a
Like,
criminal?
do I need to stay here to like talk to the police? I don't want to stay here because like I'm mortified.
Right.
These people are gonna think that this guy's my friend,
Right.
and he's not.
Right.
Like,
What if they think we're together?
yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah, let me drive a little forward and then pull over.
yeah. I'll call the cops myself. I'll tell them where I'm at. They can come talk to me, and then I'll drive away.
Hey,
yeah.
you jumped out of the car. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I can't do anything. Actually, I told him multiple times not to.
Yeah.
So
I barely know the guy.
yeah, I just work with him, and he calls me girl.
Yeah,
He doesn't even know my name. First off, this guy who was writing the post, ally, like,
Yeah.
he was like, I told all the girls to tell me if he says anything. I'm like, okay, yeah, like, thank
We
you.
love that.
Yeah, we need more men in this world. Listen to me.
Talk in.
I'm talking to you, male listeners. Be that guy. Like, be the guy that is going to stand up for a woman who, and obviously, like, you know, there are women who want to stand up for themselves and they're strong, independent women, but have her back at least, you know, like, just
Keep an eye on things.
just be there. Be able to be like a safe place for women, be a comfortable place for women. Like, we need more men like that in the manosphere that we live in. We need more guys who actually see women as human beings and like care about their safety and care about how they're being treated in all aspects of life, including the workplace. Like, there are so many guys in the workplace who are not willing to do something like that because they're afraid that it'll threaten their job or threaten their like manliness or threaten their status. And like, they're putting all these women at risk because they don't want to like put themselves at risk. And like, that's, I don't know, you know, you have this privilege, use it.
Yeah. Step up and do the right thing. Help people.
Be a good person. That's it. Just be a good person. And also with that, hand in hand with that, just because you help a woman and because you are nice to a woman does not entitle you to any sort of
You're not
anything.
You're
not
don't get
entitled
compensation for that.
No, she doesn't even have to be nice to you in return. Like, you are entitled to nothing. You're just being a good person. Walk away with that. That is your good conscience. That is your reward, is the fact that you can go to sleep at night knowing that you're a good person.
Right.
Knowing that you have that good karma. And eventually, the right woman will come along and notice that you do all these good things because you appreciate and you like women and you think of women as actual people. And she'll be like, wow, what a good guy. I like you.
Love this. This is a great guy.
Yeah, he doesn't ask for things in return when he does nice things. He doesn't expect that he's going to get a blowjob because
He's genuinely a nice person.
Because
That's
he's
what we're
a
looking for,
genuine
nice person.
human. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Not to shit on religion, but I feel like it's kind of the problem with it. Is like, be a good person so you can get this reward.
Exactly.
Everything's a reward system. So it's like, okay, I did this for you, so where's my reward? It's like, no, just be a good person for the sake of being good.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. It's that's like, there's so much evil in the world. Like, do you not want to be one of the good?
Right.
I feel like that is reward in and of itself, is to just be a good person. Like, I can't imagine going to bed and being like, yeah, I did something fucked up today and I feel good about it. Like, that shit would eat me up for forever. Like, there are things that I did in high school before my brain was even fully developed that I think about now and I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, like, it costs nothing to be a good, caring, empathetic human being that cares about all people. All emphasis on all people.
Not just the ones that you decide are good enough. Good has to mean something. It can't just be a word.
Yeah.
Shout out Wicked. If you think Wicked was about MAGA, you didn't pay attention to the movie.
Yeah, get it, girl. Yeah, you really hit that.
Like, my biggest beef with the stuff like Wicked coming out and people being like, I'm MAGA, and I totally get alphabet struggle and being ostracized. And I'm like,
Girl, you're...
this play is about you.
Yeah, this place is this place is about us.
Fascism and propaganda.
Yeah. It's always, they always get so close to the point.
So close to the point.
So close. And they just like barely, just like that bullet, just grazes by their ear.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just saying, I think there should be some scar tissue.
I mean, yeah, cartilage doesn't grow back.
It does not grow back.
Cartilage does not grow back.
Yeah.
If you got shot in the ear, that cartilage gone.
Yeah, pull up a photo of the guy that got his ear bit by Mike Tyson. For science.
And that was teeth, not a bullet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're telling me a buckshot wouldn't take the shit off of your ear? Come on.
It was a rifle.
Yeah.
So it was like a big bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a ketchup packet. Oh,
Oh, fuck. Oh, no, my ear.
no. Yeah. Get our tinfoil hats out. But I don't think it's a tinfoil hat because it's true.
I actually saw a video today. I don't know why I'm going on this tangent. I'm sorry. Roll with me here. This woman was out in the middle of the woods and she was like, okay, guys, we have our copper beanies on. And it's a copper chainmail beanie. And people are like, oh, we got an upgrade from tinfoil hats. But she was like, for the last year, we've like quantum like leaping between timelines has increased like twice as much. Now the government is like putting us through like one timeline every day. We're going through all these different timelines every week. Like I was like, everybody in the comment is like, okay, maybe I'm not doing that bad. Maybe
maybe I'm fine.
Yeah, but it was like copper beanie with a shaved head. Yeah, she went full begonia. Yeah, yeah.
She puts the sunscreen on it.
Yeah, it was a chainmail copper beanie.
You know, I have been getting crochet chainmail lately. So
Yeah.
if I go any more down the rabbit hole, I'll be making us some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
right.
after all of that, I'm feeling extra grateful.
We haven't even read story 4, girl.
We haven't.
I was like, where are you going?
Oh, okay. You're gonna love this one.
Okay.
I picked this one for you.
Oh, yay! Story 4, Coworker from Hell. I have a coworker that makes sounds with his mouth. All day long, girls, same. Unfortunately, we have an open concept office, same, and he sits about 2 desks behind me. He has a huge 500-pack Lifesaver that he keeps on his desk and he sucks on them non-stops. He hums, he talks to himself, he makes these very nasty and ungodly grunting sounds when he gets up and he sits down. Think of someone who is trying to let all their breath out of their body. He whimpers all day. Have you ever owned a puppy? You know when they want something and you say no, so they whimper and whine nonstop? That's what he does. It's so inappropriate and inconsiderate. The office is quiet, and this is the only noise being made. Like, get the hint. I have to leave my desk constantly because I get so angry. He's been at this job 30 years, so no one says anything. It's just too much. I have noise-canceling headphones, and I can hear him through that. I have to blast my music in order to drown him, and the minute I want to give my ears and my head a rest, there he is with his nasty noises. I've always been someone who is hated when people chew with their mouth open or make sounds with their mouths, but this is a whole nother level. I'm in the process of leaving my job because of this. I hate how angry it makes me, and it's not good for my mental health or physical health. Last week, it took me 2 hours to come down from how mad I was. I felt my chest physically get tight. I hate this. I
for you.
feel this so hard. It's stuff like this all the time. It happens. I deal with it, but I do find myself quite often getting so mad that it physically hurts my chest, and I have to take a walk. Like, I have to leave my little cubicle, my little space, and walk around the office or walk outside because I think I'm gonna snap, and I'm just gonna start screaming. I'm gonna start yelling, And that's not going to look good for anyone. I love my job. I don't want to lose my job.
Yeah.
So me screaming at a coworker is not the way to go. But every time that they're there, I have to remove myself from the situation because it gets too much. It gets too much. I totally understand wanting to quit.
Yeah.
Especially if you have to deal with it every
day.
single day.
Every day.
I'm lucky I only have to deal with it. The whimpering would send me over the fucking edge. I'd be like, I'm sorry. Do you need to go outside? You need to go potty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Me with my little baby dog. I get pissed off when she whimpers. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
That's her job. She's a baby. She whimpers. A grown ass man who's worked at this job for 30 years, sitting at his desk, like,
I could not keep it together. I would shame the fuck out of it. I'd be like, hey, oh, King, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Are you baby? Do you have what is it called? What's the diaper, the adult diaper lovers? It's like
baby, baby. Oh,
you know
I have a story for you after this.
Oh God! Oh, we're not king shaming at all.
We're not.
But I would start to assume I'm like, hey, you got a little diaper on? You needed to go change. Go to the bathroom. Go get it changed.
Yeah.
You hungry? You hungry? Go eat, baby. Go eat. Go get your little.
Take him out to the grass and he can circle in.
He lifts his leg up like.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus Christ. Whimpering is insane. There's like certain, because I do think I just kind of like hate men a lot of it. There are certain scenarios where a man can whimper. This is not one of them.
There is one scenario and one person who is allowed to whimper. Anyone else?
I want to hear it right here.
Oh. There is no other reason a man should be whimpering unless his penis is also inside of me.
Guts deep.
Cervix deep.
Yeah.
If you still have one.
Yeah. Tap in if you have a... Just kidding.
Yeah. We want to hear your whimpering. No, just kidding. Oh, God. Anyway.
After all that, I'm feeling extra grateful that you are not an insane coworker.
Yep, same. You know what else that I'm grateful for? You, dear listeners, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. You can find us on all social medias, TikTok, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Anywhere you can find a podcast. We're also streaming on all of that. What was that? _the pod. You can also help by commenting or writing on our subreddit. Same thing. What was that? _the pod. Or if you want to share your story by emailing us, which is a little more private, you can do so at whatwasthat.thepod@gmail.com.
These stories make me want to rewatch The Office. Which Office character do you feel like you would be, and why is it Dwight?
It's so funny because I'm like, yeah, damn.
This girl loves a beat. Just kidding.
I'm just like a little, he's autistic, I'm autistic, you know? But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm more of a, wait, what was that?